Dreaming of a water tank is putting ourselves in touch with our inner feelings and emotions. Dreaming of a war or military tank connects us with our own need to defend ourselves, but to be aggressive at the same time. Such a dream would indicate that we're feeling threatened in some kind of way. That's if you see a war tank, okay? Often in dreams we become aware of our need to overcome objections and difficulties. The image of a war tank helps to highlight our ability to do this without being hurt. Okay, target. Dreaming of a target indicates that we have a goal to aim for. To be shooting at a bullseye could be interpreted as the search for perfection. To be aiming at a person could suggest either hatred or sexual desire. If we were setting someone else a target in dreams, we would need to understand that the other person in the dream is a reflection of part of ourselves. Okay guys, so that's a target in your dreams. Comment below on your target dreams. Are you guys seeing any targets? Are you actually seeing archers or rifle hunters or shooters with targets in your dreams? Okay. Teacher. A teacher is an authority figure. Often the first one we meet outside your family. So you know when you're 5 or 6 years old and you meet your first teachers, you're meeting the first authority person outside your family. Okay. I don't think many people realize that. The teacher's views are often different from those we get at home. They may give different guidance and alternative guidance, and as the teacher's views are often different from those we see at home. So remember that, guys. What you were taught at home and what you were taught at school are definitely two different things. Two different people with two different views, and schools have the ability to affect the views of the teacher to teach our students in accordance with the laws of the, I would say, government at that time. So the government at the time controls what our schools teach our children, definitely from the top down. It goes from the government first. Whatever that government feels like and applying on the schools and the universities and the kindergartens and what they're teaching our kids, it's up to the government at the time as to what the teacher is going to be teaching those kids, okay? National government would have something completely different to a Labour government in the way that they deal with schools and what they want the kids to learn. So look at that, guys. Teachers are the first person outside your own actual family to teach you about different alternative views from your own parents. Okay, so that's a teacher. Tears. Okay, if we're crying in a dream, it may be that in normal life we find it difficult to show our emotions. To dream of being in tears and then to wake up and discover we're actually crying suggests that some hurt or trauma has come sufficiently close to the surface to enable us to deal with it on a conscious level. So yeah, crying might not just be someone else making you cry or them crying all the time. It might actually be yourself actually crying because some hurt trauma has sufficiently come close enough to the surface to enable us to deal with it in a conscious way, so your body is crying, okay? Yeah, let me know if you guys are waking up and crying. I can teach you about why, and if that is happening a lot to people, what tears mean in your dreams. If we are crying in a dream, it may be that in normal life we find it difficult to show our emotions. So show more emotions, guys, and you're not gonna cry so much, okay? Or see crying as much in your life. Just because you're showing more happy emotions to the people around you and yourself. To dream of being in tears and to wake up and discover you're actually crying suggests some trauma has come close enough for your body to do. Okay, telegram. Receiving a telegram in a dream highlights communication of the most efficient ways. So if someone is coming to your house and sending you a telegram, we want something known about ourselves that you cannot talk to someone else about. So if you want to tell someone but you can't, you might try and telepathically send them a telegram, okay? That symbolizes the way you make knowledge. So, Astroboy, come here, lie down. Okay, so that's telephone. A telephone in a dream connects you with contact and communication. So your cell phone in your dream, right? You might, if you're looking for a telephone number, Also, you might recognize the number you're ringing. Obviously you need to contact that person, okay, or establishment. If you have a number that you're ringing in your dreams, you might find during the day that you actually do have to ring that person, or they ring you. Okay, look out for that, guys. There's a telephone in your dreams and what it means. Here we go. Telescope. Using a telescope in a dream means we're taking a closer look at something. It really does. A telescope enhances our view and makes it bigger and wider. We do need to make sure, however, that we're not taking a one-sided view of things. And a telescope can symbolize clairvoyance. So you're looking into something. There's a reason why you're looking through those binoculars at the beach or wherever, and you're looking at the stars through a telescope. That is what you're doing. You're literally on another plane looking for a different view of your clairvoyance. Okay, so look out for a telescope in your dreams. Comment below in your telescope dreams. Tent. A tent in a dream would suggest that you feel you're on the move and we're able to settle down and put down roots. We perhaps need to get away from everyday responsibilities for a time. There is a benefit to being gained by being self-sufficient and not dependent on anyone. So getting a tent is the best way to do this, guys. And we are not tied to any one place, but we can be where we need to be at short notice. That's the tent in your dreams. Comment below on your tent dreams. What color was the tent? Where was the tent? Were you setting the tent up in your own backyard or down at the beach? Okay, oh, in the forest. Okay, so that's a tent in your dreams. It suggests that you feel like you are on the move. That would be a camper van too, guys. Anything to do with tents, camper vans. It makes you feel like you're on the move, but you're independent because you are looking for yourself and you're self-sufficient. So more tents, more camping, more hunting videos, guys. Thank you guys on YouTube for all your help with tent and camping, and awesome van videos that I'm watching are just awesome. You guys are killing it, and I can't believe how cool it really is. Come here, boy, come here. Right now. So a tent in your dreams might be showing up a lot lately because a lot of people are literally out there in their camper vans and tents, living the life, and you're on the move, okay? So if you're not able to settle down and put down roots somewhere, get a tent. It's the best thing for you. Also, just before we go, guys, we got tests. Dreaming of a test can indicate some sort of self-assessment. Here we go. Thirst. We need to satisfy an inner need. Maybe they're feeling low and need a boost. If we need to satisfy a thirst, then this translates to satisfying a desire. If we're thirsty in a dream, we need to look very carefully at what we are being denied, or what we are denying ourselves in waking life. So if you're denying yourself something in waking life, it can come through as thirsty. Also, here we go. Throne. If your dream of sitting on a throne, we are acknowledging our right to take authority. When the throne is empty, we are not prepared to accept the responsibility for who we are. It may be that we are conscious of a lack of parenting when someone else is on the throne. We may have passed over authority to that person. In dreams, a throne can represent our ability to belong to a group or society. We often use wordplay or slang and interpretation, but in this case it is likely that the throne relates to the lavatory, but it can mean you are taking authority, and the throne is where the king and the queen sit. It's the most powerful seat in the world, and they have authority over that throne, so you're acknowledging your right to their authority, okay? Look out for throne dreams. Let me know about your throne dreams. Are you sitting on a throne or is it empty? There's a meaning there. Thunderbolts. If we hear thunder in a dream like Thor, it is a warning of some emotional storm to come. If the thunder is in the distance, there is still time to compose ourselves and ride out any anger we may have. Thunder also has the potential to cleanse. So look out for that, guys. Thunder can be cleansing. Okay? It could be something that you hear in a dream. Let me know. Comment below in your thunder dreams, and I'll do my best to let you know what thunder means in your dreams, because it's a storm, it's in the distance, and there might still be time to compose yourself and ride out any anger you have before the a storm gets to you. Okay, so that's thunderbolts and a storm in your dreams. The tide in the sea. We need to go with the ebb and flow of life and motions a bit more. A high tide may symbolize high energy, whereas a low tide symbolizes drain on our abilities or energy. Okay, so yeah, that's a low tide. Good boy. Okay, high tide may symbolize high energy, and a low tide suggests a drain on our abilities or energy. Cool, eh? Okay, guys. So Titans in dreams appear as huge, overbearing, godlike figures. In this context, they represent the forces within us that allow things to manifest or to happen. There are titanic forces that can arise in dreams. They are those parts of us that are untamed and untamable. When used properly, they are the ability to create a world of our own. So that's Titan in your dreams. They appear as huge, overbearing, godlike giants, right? You might have seen, I know you guys have seen these dreams, especially spiritualists. They represent the forces within us that allow things to manifest. They are titanic forces that can arise in dreams. These are the parts of us that are untamed. When used properly, they have the ability to create a world of our own. Okay, when you use the forces and abilities that you have, you can create a world of your own using these forces and abilities. That'll come through for you as a titan in your dreams. Okay, and we got the toad. Implicit in the ugliness of the toad is the power of mutation and growth into something beautiful. To dream of toads is to connect with whatever the dreamer may consider ugly, yet to recognize the power of transformation. For a toad and an eagle to appear, it is to note the difference between earthly and spiritual values. But they might be considering, to dream of toads is to connect with whatever the dreamer may consider ugly in life. You see a toad, let me know, comment below on your toad dreams, because they represent something ugly in your life. And the power of mutation and growth. Okay, tobacco. If a dreamer is a smoker, then tobacco suggests a way of comforting ourselves. It really is. If not, the symbolism is more to do with being able to achieve a certain state of mind and being used in sage around us to lift the mood or take a more relaxed outlook on things, so it relaxes the spirits as well. That's what smoke will do, guys. It will relax spirits around you. It won't make things hyper. It will smoke them out. Okay, so that's tobacco in your dreams. Comment below on your tobacco dreams. Are you guys using sage like me all the time? And it's really good for spirits around you to see that you are cleansing yourself with smoke all the time. It's a spiritual way of cleansing yourself. Before you go for a ride on the motorbike, sage yourself, and after and before the ride, and you may have a much more protected ride just because you've done that. Okay. It's also a very good way, tobacco smoke, to remove any negative energy around you, and spirits do not like it. So any negative spirits will not attach to you if you are surrounded by sage. Okay. Okay, and the last couple of ones, guys. To be at the top. To be at the top is to have succeeded in your objective, usually after effort. To be on top is to have accepted leadership. Trying to reach the top suggests greater exertion is required. So it's the top in your dreams. Torch. The dreams of a torch can depict self-confidence. It can also suggest the need to be able to move forward. A torch can be used not only for ourselves but for other people. Dreaming of a torch shows that we can have the confidence to know that because of our own knowledge, we have the ability to see the way forward. And on another level, we may feel that we need spiritual guidance, and this can sometimes be symbolized as a torch. So spiritual guidance, guys, if you follow the torch, use it in your dreams, and it might be spiritually guiding you somewhere. Okay. Okay, now last couple of ones I got. Totem pole. A totem pole appearing in a dream links us with the basic primitive need for protection. A totem pole is believed to have strength and power of its own. And when it appears in dreams, we need to be looking at the part of our lives which is based around our belief system to find out if we are really living according to those beliefs. So it's like a tower. Any image of a tower representative on the personality and the soul within, while there are obvious connotations that connect it with masculinity, it's more correct to perceive it as the self within a wider context. When thought of in this way, attention can then be paid to other those lighthouses, these all represent spiritual self. Where the windows, doors and staircases are, look out for those. See if you can actually draw them in your dream, and comment below, because I'm here to help you with your tower dreams just as much as I'm here to help you with your toad dreams. Totem poles, guys, comment below on your totem poles and towers and toads. Last one I'll do is traffic, accidents and offences. These may have to do with sexuality or the self-image, the way we handle aggression and carelessness, both in ourselves and others. A collision might suggest therefore a conflict with someone. Road rage might signify not being in control of our own emotions. Also, avoiding an accident would typify being able to control our impulses. That's what I do in my dreams. I avoid all accidents. I'm able to tap into my own control of my impulses. So I find in most of my dreams I'm avoiding any type of accidents. Okay, that's because I'm in control of my emotions and I'm in control of my impulses of my emotions. So I'm able to see an accident or avoid it in dreamland. Okay, comment below on your traffic, accidents, road rage, in your dreams, and I'll help you with why you're seeing them. Okay guys, Pisces Dreamwalker Polymac. The star man, thank you guys, traffic. Just one more right before I go. Tunnel. A tunnel in dreams represents the need to explore our own unconsciousness and those things which we have left untouched. If there's a light at the end of the tunnel, it indicates that we're reaching the final stages of our exploration. If something is blocking the tunnel, some past fear or experience is stopping us from progressing. A tunnel can also symbolize the birth canal and therefore the process of birth. In another sense, the image of a tunnel helps us to escape from the unconsciousness into